Act 1, Scene 1. At Rise, a Paris art studio in 1877. Against one wall is a drafting board, a big armchair with a small table, several stools, and a small cart with painting supplies on it. Against the other wall is a black potbelly stove with a tea kettle on it, and leaning against the back wall, several rows of paintings. There's a petition in the back suitable enough for a woman to change outfits. The skylight and windows show the distant rooftops of Paris. 3 paintings, each with a different portrait of a mother and child, have been set out on easels. Mary Cassatt, age 33, enters carrying a small vase with a purple perennial flower in it. She is dressed in the same white dress and white gloves that can be seen in her self-portrait from 1878. The bonnet that she wears in the painting rests on her drafting board. Mary is smiling broadly as she walks over to the drafting board, picks up a pen, and begins to speak as she writes.
Dear Mother, I have very exciting news to share with you and Father. Edgar Degas, a great artist, indeed a man who many feel is the greatest artist alive today, is coming to my studio here in Paris. Mr. Degas has developed his own style. They call him an impressionist, and I have it on good authority that he is the leader of a group of French artists who have broken with convention to form this new vanguard. I was walking home one night when I noticed Mr. Degas' pastels in the window of a picture dealer on Boulevard Haussmann. I could hardly believe what my eyes were seeing. The gallery was closed, so I flattened my nose against the glass to absorb all that I could of his art. Ballerinas, performing their discipline, captured in the moment with passion and authority, and there was something else. I can't quite put my finger on it. Je ne sais quoi. Beautiful. Beautiful. Mr. Degas must be a gentle and caring man. I have butterflies in my stomach. I am as nervous as a schoolgirl. Today is the day I believe could change the rest of my life.
There are 3 loud knocks on the door. Mary rushes back to the drafting board to pick up her bonnet. She quickly puts it on her head, adjusts her hair, walks to the door, and then slowly opens it. Edgar Degas, age 43, wearing a dark suit with black bowler hat and cane, walks to the other side of the stage. He acts like he is a member of the royal family visiting a commoner.
Monsieur Degas, c'est en heureux de vous rencontrer et de vous souhaiter la bienvenue à mon studio. Je suis Mary Cassatt. J'espère que vous avez pu trouver mon studio sans trop de difficultés.
Mademoiselle Cassatt.
Oui.
Where did you learn to speak the French language?
I have visited Paris with my family many times over the years, ever since I was a child. My formal education is from the Pennsylvania Academy of Fine Art in Philadelphia. But is it not good? I've been told by my friends that my French is very good.
They were being kind.
Where did you learn to speak English?
Self-taught. It is a necessity of commerce. Is it not good?
It is word perfect.
Of course.
I had the opportunity to see Edouard Manet's most recent painting, a portrait of Stéphane Merlin. I thought it to be quite fine.
Stupid and fine. I thought it was very bourgeois of Edouard. It is sad to see an artist of his stature regress in public.
How can you say that about your friend?
Edouard is a colleague, nothing more.
Nothing more? I understood him to be your closest friend, and you feel the way we all do about Manet. That he is the spiritual father of the Impressionist movement.
What about Courbet or Delacroix? Why is Manet the spiritual father? And I hate that word.
Spiritual?
No, impressionist. I do not paint impressions. I paint what is real, what I observe.
Well, there is a spontaneity to your work.
I assure you that no work was ever less spontaneous than mine. What I do is a reflection of the great masters. I know nothing of inspiration, temperament, or spontaneity.
Well, surely you feel that the Impressionist movement...
Stop
is
using
not-
that word! I forbid you to use it in my presence. I am an independent, Mademoiselle Cassatt. The established artists who exhibit with me are all independent.
I like that word.
Now, why am I here? Are you in need of a teacher?
Certainly not. I am an accomplished artist in my own right. I have twice exhibited at the salon.
Does that make you an artist?
It is how I make my living.
Is it really? Who pays for this studio?
I do. All of my living expenses are paid by the proceeds from the sale of my paintings. I have representation, and not just in Paris.
What was the last item they sold?
Last item?
Tell me something of yours that they sold recently.
My soul.
What did you say?
My soul. They sold it on Wednesday.
Well, now that you've had a modicum of success in France, I expect you will be returning to your home in Philadelphia.
Will not.
Why not? Surely you have realized your ambition. You could be the toast of the town, the pride of the Pennsylvania Academy of Fine Arts.
Paris is my home. Mr. Degas, I would like you to give me your considered opinion of some of my paintings. I have taken the liberty of setting them out for you. I hope you will not think it too forward of me.
Mary and Degas walk over to the three mother and child paintings set up on the easels.
These are works in progress, of course. In fact, this one is an underpainting.
Degas carefully examines the first canvas, looks at Mary with surprise, then examines the next.
I should inform you that I have developed my own particular kind of paint, which has a very fine texture due to a mixture that contains pastels. I think you will find it more agreeable to the brush and more resilient to the elements.
Degas appears to be irritated. He moves on to the next painting.
This set is part of an ongoing series of mother and child portraits.
Degas walks to the door.
I have no more time to spare today. Au revoir, Mademoiselle Cassatt.
Mr. Degas, have you nothing to say about my work?
A woman should not be allowed to draw like that.
Degas slams the door behind him. Furious, Mary hastily takes off her bonnet, walks over to the drafting table. She tears up the letter she was writing to her mother, takes out a new paper, and begins to write.
Dear Mother, Edgar Degas is a rude, arrogant, egotistical misogynist.
End of Act 1, Scene 1.